Hello everybody, I'm Dakian. Welcome to my video for Monday the 14th of September 2015. And this is a Night Terror you're looking at for Malifaux. It's been completed. And here is the other, oops, couple of fingers. Here's the other one, the one that's more perched on the rock, so to speak. Now, these are not the most advanced paint jobs I've ever done. Look at the wings here, they're a bit, maybe a little more interesting. But I think they look a bit more interesting than the cover art, at least. And I did these blast templates very, very roughly and simply. These are supposed to be like metallic fragments being thrown away from an explosion. They are supposed to originally be grenade explosions after all. And I don't know, I could have added a bit more red to them perhaps, or more black, I don't know. But you get the general gist of what they're supposed to represent anyway. So that's what I got done this week. Still in the works since last week is this Dark Young of Shub-Niggurath, which looks really rough at the moment. I've been slapping on some base coats, just trying different colors out, mainly just experimenting a little bit. What looks good, I think the pink for the tentacles as a base coat is a good idea, but for the main body I've been just roughing in various colors, seeing, you know, I might leave all of them there, in fact, because this is a chaotic being, after all. I hope I'll get it done by next week. Yeah. So, what's new? Well, you're looking at something really... it's just a lump of some black. Well, these are bases that I made from green stuff and basing molds, and simply primed black. They will look more interesting painted up, and I will be putting miniatures on them, these two, which I have, you know, just given a preliminary primer coat of white. These look like some sort of malformed dogs, don't they? Yes, they are. They are, in fact, the canine remains for Malifaux, which are undead dogs. Zombie dogs, you might say. Again, they are undead and they're resurrectionists, but they're still beasts, so I'll use them for Marcus. I will paint up the bases, well, most of them anyway, first before I attach and glue on. I think this guy is going to stand something like that, or maybe like that. Well, we'll see. Let's put these aside for the second, and I'm going to show you some fantasy minis, some Reaper miniatures that I have again assembled and primed and put on bases. There, that's better in focus. Now these are all fantasy miniatures, like I said, from Reaper, and they're intended for general gaming use, maybe for role-playing games, possibly for Frostgrave. This would work well as a thief, for example. This is the model called Tara the Silent. It's sculpted by Sandra Garrity. I like that Reaper put the names of the sculptors on their packaging. It's a nice nod. And we have more thieves, though they wouldn't be thieves in Frostgrave. This is a Ridley Dark Edge by Julie Guthrie. Technically, the thief class in Frostgrave can only carry a dagger, no other weapons. If you're dual wielding like this, I forget what that's called. It was an adventurer, treasure hunter. Well, it's some other class. But it could be useful. Let's see. We have another adventuring guy here, Colin Coleshadow by Patrick Keith. He's sort of rappelling down a rope into a dungeon, perhaps. We have, oh, this one. This is Lola Darkslip, also by Patrick Keith, who is some kind of ninja, I don't know, with a mask, and these curved blades, which are kind of pseudo katana-like, and some sort of, you know, Black Widow-esque tight leather with lots of straps. Yeah, not terribly realistic, but there you go. And the final one is an elf named Eldolan, sculpted by Werner Klock. And this guy I was planning to use as a tracker in Frostgrave. The tracker class is really difficult to find minis for because the definition is that he's carrying a bow and a staff. Do you know how hard it is to find a miniature with a bow and a staff? But this guy has a bow and he has some sort of polearm that, I think maybe I can get away with calling it a staff. I'm thinking of painting it non-metallic, just to, non-metallic metal, that is, just to not make it so obvious that it's a polearm. We'll see what happens. Oh, and I was going to mention the priming is been done by brush this time, and I did the basis in a new primer I picked up, which is this one, the surface primer from Scale Color, which is a new company for me. That's why I wanted to mention it. I've heard good things about them, so I decided to try this out, and I like it. It's supposed, it's, you know, intended for use with airbrush. That's what this image means, I think. But it works well with the brush as well. It flows well, covers really well. Just one coat, it, you know, completely covers up everything. All the green and all the gray and all the other colors of the materials under it. And it seems to sit very well. Let's see how paint sticks to it. And in the future, I want to try out their other paint ranges from Scale Color, of course, because I'm always interested in trying new paints. So my ambition for the coming week is to finish the Dark Young and the dogs. That's the most important stuff, because that's what I'm going to be playing this coming weekend. There won't be a lot of time to paint this upcoming week, because I have, on Saturday I'm playing Call of Cthulhu, and on Sunday I'm playing Malifaux. This is why I want to prioritize the Malifaux minis. Well, there you go. So my numbers look good, don't they? They're going to worsen in the coming weeks, simply because I know there are some offers coming along that I won't be able to refuse. I'm going to have to buy some more minis. And the painting time is limited. Like I mentioned, this coming week, I only have 3 evenings of painting worth. Well, what you gonna do? Gotta make a living. Anyway, that is all for this week. I don't think I have any other videos planned, reviews or the like. We'll see if something pops up unexpectedly, but otherwise I will see you next Monday. And so until then, this is Daki Yan, signing off.